Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I see already people have joined. काफी लोग excited हैं इस interview के लिए. Okay guys, let's start. Thank you so much for joining our webinar. मैं हूँ आंचल पाठक and welcome to our 5 पैसा YouTube channel. जैसा कि आप जानते हैं IPO सीजन शुरू हो चुका है. पिछले हफ्ते साल का पहला IPO ओपन हुआ था जो था EGS Transact और इस हफ्ते on 27th Jan the IPO of FMCG company Adani Wilmar will open for issue. This is a 3,600 crore rupee IPO and joining me today is Mr. Angshu Mallick, MD and CEO of Adani Wilmar and Mr. Shrikant Kanhere, CFO Adani Wilmar. Thank you so much for joining me, gentlemen. How are you doing today?
Fine.
It's good to have both of you on our show today. Sir, Mr. Angshu, सबसे पहला question आपकी तरफ है. You've been with the company for almost 22 years, if I'm not wrong, and I'm sure you've seen many highs and lows. But do tell us, how are you feeling at this point of time? Is there a hint of nervousness, excitement, considering the day after tomorrow, it's a big deal ultimately, IPO issue. So how are you feeling?
It's like 22 years we have been building this organization, and right from scratch, all of us have put in best efforts, hard work, and we build up the brand fortune. We have built up the distribution network across the country. Today we are present in any small towns, any small villages. We are present in Leh, Ladakh, as well as in Manipur and Nagaland. So that is the type of reach. 50 factories, 90 warehouses, 5,500 distributors, more than 5,000 vehicles going to the market every day, more than 7,000 people going and selling our product shop to shop, covering and making it visible in 1.8 million outlets. All this has been achieved because of the tremendous team spirit, teamwork, and the hard work done by our team. Adani Wilmar is fortunate that most of the senior people and most of the middle managers have been very consistent in the company. I am here for the last 22 years, but there are many people who are more than 20 years in this company. Now, when you have people who have remained in the organization to see this day, I am sure all of us are very proud to be part of an organization where all of us have been there from the beginning, and today when it goes for IPO listing, we are all present. It's like you have done a lot of practice and the test match starts on 27th and you are going to open the batting. So you always feel nervous, but you have the experience. So I think our experience, we will handle the situation in a much better way.
Right, that's great to know. And aapke efforts are bearing fruit now. Let's talk a little more about the business. Which offerings are the main contributors towards your revenue, and what is your market share in those offerings?
See, if you take the entire company's volume, we have handled 4.5 million metric ton, यानी 45 लाख ton total volume है, and उसमें से 65% volume edible oil and fats है, 11% food and staples, and 24% comes from industry essential. Industry essential के बारे में पहले मैं बता दूं कि we are world's largest castor oil player. सबसे ज़्यादा castor oil processing, refining करते हैं, and यहाँ से हम लोग export करते हैं to China, to Europe and other countries. We are also India's largest oleochemical player, जिसमें stearic acid. We make largest stearic acid and glycerin in the country, and stearic acid goes to the rubber industry, tire industry, and glycerin goes to food and pharma. We also make 9% soap noodles of the country. जो soap noodle बड़े बड़े जो toilet soap manufacturers है, they take it. Plus we also have our own toilet soap. So ये है industry essential. Edible oil and fats, we have the entire range of edible oils. And you are aware, we are also one of the largest स्पेशलिटी फैट्स मैन्युफैक्चरर इन द कंट्री। तो आप जितने भी फ्राइंग ऑयल देखते हैं, जो हाई ड्यूटी फ्राइंग ऑयल है, जो फ्राइंग इंडस्ट्री यूज करते हैं या जो स्नैक फूड इंडस्ट्री यूज करते हैं, दैट्स ऑयल। प्लस जो आप चॉकलेट में जो इसका इनसाइड फिलिंग देखते हैं क्लेयर्स में, या किसी बिस्किट के अंदर जो दो बिस्किट के बीच में जो चॉकलेट वो होता है, फैट्स होते हैं, that we produce. All these things we produce high-end products for the industry as well as for the consumers.
Right.
इसके अलावा entire range of food products.
जी. My next question would be to Mr. Kanhere. Sir, the offer size was initially rupees 4,500 crore, which has been cut down to 3,600. What was the reason for this?
See, we filed DRHP in August 2021 with offer size up to 4,500. And as an issuer, as per the regulations of the SEBI, you are allowed to increase or reduce your issue size by up to 20%. So what we did actually is we took off 900 crore, which is close to 20% of our original filing, which is 4,500. We removed 900 crore, which was allocated for general corporate purpose, which we have taken it down, and we have stayed on the core object of the issue, which is more to do with the capex of 1,900 crore, repayment of term loan of around 1,100 crore, and the mergers and acquisition of 500 crore. Now, this helps us to keep the size of the issue very optimum and very efficient in terms of managing our return matrix as we go forward.
Right. So could you shed a little more light on the capex spending?
Yeah, the capex which we have envisaged out of that we would be spending from the IPO money is around 1,900 crore. This capex will specifically go into building the integrated plants for manufacture of our food products such as wheat flour, rice, such as nuggets, besan, and also dal mills, which we want to put up. As we said, the whole strategy of the company for next 5 years is going to be around building our food business to the next level. The capex is also directed to have more and more capacities in this business segment.
Right. So how would you say that you are pegged against your competition at this point of time?
See, when we talk of competition, there isn't any exact competition with whom we can measure. However, for a product to product, one can measure a competitor. Edible oils, we are by far the leader, and we are a very clear leader with 2x the size of the nearest competitor, second competitor, and we are growing. This market is still fragmented. 60% of the market is still with single brand or single oil or single region state player. So going forward, as the national brands become stronger and bigger, I'm sure our market share will increase. From 17%, we have increased to 18.3%. So in edible oil going forward, we are confident Adani Wilmar with all the brand strengths will increase. Now when it comes to food, we are number 2 player in atta, chakki atta. Now when you are number 2, we are only 2 years old in atta. And in chakki atta, we have now 8 factories. And from there, we are supplying to the entire country. We are increasing our footprint. We are increasing supply chain. And we are sure we will increase our market share. We are much bigger than the regional players.
Right.
So we are confident that going forward, Adani Wilmar and Fortune brand will become very big. Now, when it comes to rice, we are number 3 player today. It's only 4-5 years that we have been in rice. And we are concentrating in non-basmati rice, particularly the better variety of Baskati Miniketh for Eastern India. We are concentrating on Sona Masuri for South, for Kolam variety in Maharashtra and Gujarat. So we are looking at the pan-India operation for each of the product, because our strength is that we are in India. We are not in market. So if you want to send your stocks to Assam, we can do that in 7 days time. And if you want that to send to Jammu Kashmir, we can do that because we have a distribution lineup. So all said and done, we are a national player and we look ourselves as a national player. So the strengths of us is that we have a wider distribution base. So we only need to understand the market and we go ahead with that. So this is how we work.
And that's definitely how Fortune has become a household name. Sir, थोड़ा digital efforts के बारे में बात करते हैं. There is a Fortune online app which allows your customers to buy Fortune products directly. How do you think the response has been? And do you think as an FMCG giant, like you said, you're a national player, it's high time for you to cut out the e-commerce middlemen and sell to the customer directly, at least when it comes to e-commerce?
You are very right. In the last 2 years after the first pandemic, we felt that our products were not reaching the customer on time because we are a products where customer needs it
Ji,
every
staple hai.
you need oil every day, you need atta,
Right.
you need rice. So we felt that we should directly reach the customer. So during the lockdown one, we felt that we should start our own Fortune online. And I'm happy to say that we are now live and active in 25 cities. 25 cities actually are the major cities where e-commerce happens today in for Amazon or Big Basket also. So there in 25 cities. We are only company to have an app-based Fortune online. Otherwise, everybody has through the website and all that. We have our own app. One can download the app from the app store, and then one can order. We are giving lot of combi offers because our advantage is what you need sugar, you need oil also. So if I give you 5 liter oil and I give you 5 kilo sugar and I give you sugar at 25% discount, I'm sure you will buy it because sugar is required by everybody. Similarly, atta is required by everybody. Dal is required. Besan, suji, rava, maida, poha, all these products are going. So I can always bundle it. So combi offers are doing well. If you happen to go to any of these sites, you will find that a lot of offers are given. We have 100,000 downloads and a lot of people are actively buying. Apart from this, we have started Fortune Mart, which is a store, physical store, franchisee physical store, which where customer can come and interact with the product. We have given their demonstrators where which product is demonstrated, and consumers can buy and consumers can feel the product. They can taste the product. Now, these outlets are also our fulfillment center or supply chain outlet for the Fortune Online. So whenever you order a Fortune Online, these store boys will go and quickly deliver to the customer in 2 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours. We will complete the delivery from these stores. So these stores are physically for selling, plus they also work as a supply chain for the Fortune Online.
Right, that sounds good. So, sir, thank you so much for joining us. And before we close the show today, is there anything that you would like to say to your future investors?
See, we just want to highlight five basic highlights as far as the Adani Wilmar is concerned. Today, Adani Wilmar is one of the fastest growing food FMCG company of India. Our brand Fortune is number one brand in the country as far as the edible oil is concerned, and the top three brand as far as the food is concerned when I talk about wheat flour and rice. Uh, our distribution is one of the strongest distribution in India, one of the fastest growing distribution. And we have a backing of two of the big two of the big business conglomerate, Adani and Wilmar. And therefore, our business model is quite comfortably placed to take advantage of a growing change which we have seen which we are seen in the consumer market today, that consumers are preferring more and more branded and more packaged food, and we have everything in our portfolio, and we are hopeful that our IPO will be received very well by all the investor community.
I would add something more on this is that not many people know everything about Wilmar. Wilmar is our joint venture partner, and Wilmar is world's largest palm oil player, which everybody knows. but they are also world's largest rice producer, rice processors in the world. So they are processing from paddy to rice, the maximum quantity in the world. They are also the world's largest oleochemical player. That means they produce the maximum soap noodles in the world, and they supply to PNG and levers of the world. They are the second largest sugar refiner in the world, and wheat flour in the world, that is wheat to refined flour to noodles and all this. They are the second largest player in the world. As a result, Wilmar has very big knowledge about processing edible oil, rice, sugar, and wheat flour. They have IT centers in Singapore and Shanghai, which is world class. So they provide us with all the technical knowledge. They give us the world knowledge. They give us insights about how to run the efficiently, how to produce the best product in the globe. And that is what Wilmar is. So Wilmar's understanding helps Adani Wilmar in doing the products better.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us once again, and all the best for day after tomorrow, and also all your future goals that you have set for your company. Guys, agar aapko ye video pasand aaya, then do like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications, and stick around for more IPO interviews. So once again, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you very much.